So you're thinking of moving to Brentwood, California, Los Angeles? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a map of Brentwood. We're going to look at the things to do in Brentwood. We're going to look at schools, and then I'm going to show you both drive time and mileage from Brentwood to various destinations in Los Angeles County. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll give you links to the schools as well. Let's go do that now. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about Brentwood, California, Los Angeles, then click on the subscribe button below and then tap on the bell so that you can get instant notifications about what's going on in Brentwood. I'm Lori Lynn Fahler and I'm with Living in Los Angeles. Now we get calls, texts, and emails every day from people like yourself looking for help in moving to Brentwood, California. And we love it. So if you're moving in 9 or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so that we can help you make a smooth move to Brentwood, California, Los Angeles. We're going to look at Brentwood. Here's Brentwood right here. See it there. We're going to look at top things to do in Brentwood. We're going to look at the schools because Brentwood does have some very top-notch schools. Then we're going to look at some of the destinations there in Los Angeles County. Not only the distance and mileage from Brentwood to these various destinations, I'm going to go over drive time as well. Because if you live in California, a lot of places that are this way as well, but California is very strong with this one that you don't look at miles, you look at drive time. So let's start off with the top things to do. And we're going to start right off the bat with the world famous museum, the Getty Center. Now the campus here, it contains the Richard Meyer Designed Getty Museum, has the Getty Research Institute, it has the Getty Conservation Institute, the Getty Foundation, and the J. Paul Getty Trust. Now there is one other little Getty that belongs in this group, and you'll see it's right here, the Getty Villa. It is on PCH, not in the middle there with the Getty Center, but it is part of it, so I didn't want to leave that out. Let's go back to the Getty. So the Getty is a free museum. However, you do need to make an appointment at this time to go. You park off the Getty Center Drive, either off the 405 or Sepulveda Boulevard. You'll park at the bottom. Parking is $20. You can walk up. It's a very enjoyable walk up, or you can ride the tram up to the center. So the museum there has so much art and so many different eras. You've got all the way from medieval to modern art, from the Middle Ages up until today. Now, there are some exhibits that are permanent and some other exhibits that are traveling exhibits, means they change out. I've been to several exhibits there. Even if I go to the permanent exhibits, I always see something new, but it's kind of nice to have a change up and when they bring various exhibits in. The museum courtyard there has fountains. They have a very unique architect that you're going to see. There's coffee kiosks. There's a cafe too. I was just up there recently and had a salad for lunch, and I'm looking forward to going back because I couldn't decide what salad to eat, and I really enjoyed it. There's Central Gardens. As you can see in the picture here is a living work of art. What can I say about them? It's the Robert Irwin Central Garden. It has water features, beautiful, colorful plants, and they do change out based on the season. And they have a very expansive lawn that you can hang out on like I did. You can picnic on it, or you can just relax, enjoy your day. You can take bring up your beverages, just hang out. You can see the beach. You can see downtown LA. It's just absolutely enjoyable, relaxing, fresh air. The Getty Museum store there offers a wide variety of souvenirs for you to take home with you too. They're getting ready to kick back up. They do, like I said, a lot of various events up there as well. They're getting ready to kick back there. I believe it is their Friday nights. They'll bring a DJ out there on the platform, and you can come with your friends, bring your favorite beverage, bring a charcuterie board, whatever you desire, and just hang out and enjoy a night of music under the stars. So let's go up to our next thing to do, and that's called not the school, it's the Skirball Cultural Center. Now, this is a place of meeting that's guided by the Jewish tradition of welcoming strangers, and it's been inspired by the American democratic ideas of freedom and equality. It is one of the world's most dynamic Jewish cultural institutes, and it is among the leading cultural venues in LA. I have been there several times. They have, like the Getty, permanent exhibitions and traveling. I recently saw Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark used to be a traveling exhibit, but now it's permanent because it was so popular. I probably was the biggest kid in there. I went during the week, so there wasn't a lot of people there. It's interactive. You can go in and you get to go, again, like you're on the ark, you get to see all these animals. Now, these animals are made of various types of material. They're not like the plush stuffed animals. And they're interactive. Like you can climb up a rope and pull on a chain and you'll hear a lion growl. You can sit in a back room and hang out and watch, and you will watch a rainbow come about. There'll be like a rainstorm, and you hear the rainstorm, and all of a sudden you see a rainbow come out. But it's very interactive, and it is just a beautiful exhibit. They currently, I believe now also up there is the Star Trek exhibit. That's a traveling one, which I haven't had a chance to go back and see yet. It is also home to the world's largest collection of Jewish ceremonial art, ritual objects, and material culture that reflects the Jewish life throughout a lot of different eras and parts of the world. Did I mention there's a cafe there as well? Are you starting to see the connection in our centers where you can stay the whole day and you can bring food, but you can they have a cafe to provide food as well. I've also been to quite a few fundraisers there and a few presentation talks. So this is one not to be missed either. So let's go on down to the Barrington Recreation Center. This is a center that provides a lot of different sports programs. You've got baseball diamond there. You've got basketball courts. You have a football field. As you can see, there's a children's play area. There's tennis courts. There's a soccer field. Hey, there's even a picnic area. Bring your food, picnic with your family out there in the opening. Not far from here also is the Barrington Dog Park. I used to go there a lot with my dogs, and it's quite large. Excellent parking there as well. It's right next door to the post office, and just a lot of little restaurants through there. Let's go find our Brentwood Country Mart. The Brentwood Country Mart first opened back in the 1940s. I think it was 1948. It is just a place with a lot of boutique clothing shops, a lot of great little restaurants, small restaurants, not big ones. I've actually spent a couple Easter Sundays eating at these places. It's very small, intimate coffee shops. And it also has the best ice cream shop. It's very famous. It's known for its ice cream. It's called the Sweet Rose Creamery. And yes, I probably had every flavor in there at least twice, maybe. Hey, it's also become a very tourist destination here because it is right on the border of Santa Monica, Brentwood, and there are a lot of celebrities that hang out there. I was there recently doing a market wrap-up, and right behind me were 3 big black Escalades pulled up with a couple police cars. I think it was the weekend the president was in it was the vice president was in the town. I know she has a home there. I didn't turn around and look because, you just get used to celebrities and high-end personalities being there at the Country Mart. But it's really nice, and again, as I said, great little restaurants. our last destination is Sullivan Canyon Park. Okay, so off of Sunset between Brentwood, it's still in Brentwood, and Pacific Palisades, you will take a turn onto Mandeville Canyon and go all the way in. It's about 6 miles up, and you dead end right into Sullivan Canyon Park. It is a 7.1 mile in and out of the park. There's back trails. There's just absolutely beautiful wildflowers, great hiking. It's moderate, so it's not a hugely difficult trail to be in, or I probably would have been on it. It has a number of activity options there. It's accessible year-round. Like I said, I go up there with the dogs. They do need to be on leash. I wouldn't go in the summer. I made that mistake once. I didn't have enough water, but I was smart enough to come back out. You will find on the Mandeville Canyon Boulevard leading there a lot of cyclists because it is a good workout to cycle up. So it looks. I have not done it and most likely won't. But they also, up there, it's got bike trails for the mountain bikers. The parking there is quite limited, so you'd want to get there early to get a good parking spot so you don't have to hike up and hike back down the streets. The drive is absolutely fabulous. You get to see some absolutely beautiful homes. I've actually seen people on their horses up there riding as well. Okay, so let's talk about the schools. Brentwood schools are absolutely top notch. They're all A and up rated schools. They're known for that. The schools offer also what's called a GATE, G-A-T-E program, which stands for the Gifted and Talented Education Program. What these schools do is they identify the students that have exceptional academic abilities, and their purpose here is to provide specialized instruction to meet their particular needs and to help them grow with these abilities that they have. So there are about 7 to 9 private schools. There are 4 public schools. Of these 4 public schools, one's a magnet and one's a charter school. So let's start with the magnet school, or whichever one shows up first. That's the Brentwood Science Magnet School. Again, it's a public alternative school. It has 399 students. They are grades K through 5 with a student-teacher ratio of 24:1. It has been rated as a B school. It's actually an A school because the diversity is so great and the curriculums, but because of the high cost of living, it has been rated as a B school. But don't let that fool you. It is a really, really nice school. Our next one is going to be Kenter Canyon Elementary School. This is the first of 3 public charter schools. It has 556 students. The grades are K through 5. The student-teacher ratio is 25:1. They have been rated number 129 out of 669 as the best charter elementary school in California. They've also been rated as number 375 of 5,800 best public elementary school teachers in California. According to their test scores, 82% of the students are at least proficient in math and 85% proficient in reading. Now, this information comes from the websites niche.com and greatschools.com. And at the end of the map video, I will put up there the websites that you can go to read more about the schools and get your take on them. So let's go to our next one, and it is not that one. It is the Community Magnet Charter School. It is a school that is K through 5. It has 462 students with a student-teacher ratio of 25:1. It has a rating of number 94 out of 669 best charter elementary schools in California. It's rated number 355 out of 6,300 most diverse public schools, elementary schools in California, and rated number 631 of 5,800 best public elementary school teachers. According to their test scores, 79% of the students are at least proficient in math, and 80% are at least proficient in their reading. Our last one is the Paul Revere. That's not it. Here we go. The Paul Revere Charter Middle Schools. These grades are 6th through 8th grade. It has just a little over 2,000 students, and the student-teacher ratio is 27-1. It has a rating of 132. They're number 132 of 635 best charter middle schools in California. They're rated number 277 of 2,500 best public middle school teachers in California. And they're rated number 559 of 2,691 best public middle schools in California. They're all pretty close to each other, aren't they? So according to the test scores, 63% of the students are at least proficient in math, and 75 are at least proficient in reading. This school also rates an A+ because of its diversity. All right, so let's go look at some of the private schools. I was just here with one. The first one is the Archer School for Girls. Now again, as I said, these are all the private schools. This is only about 4 of the private schools. The grades here are 6 through 12. Again, they have an A+ rating. It is an all-girls school. There are 496 students with a student-teacher ratio of 7-1. This school is rated number 5 of 35 for the best all-girls high school in the state of California. That's pretty awesome. It's also rated 39 of 389 best college prep private high schools in California. And then they're rated number 44 out of 403 best private high schools. The school, as it said, I was talking about the best college prep schools. They are what they call an AP. They offer AP classes. That's advanced placements. That's where they have special high school courses that actually prep you for college. The annual cost here is around just over $42,000. And again, you can go on niche.com and greatschools.com, and you can even go to their websites and at least get an idea for this. All right, let's go to our next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all 3 up here. So we have the Berkeley Hall School. It's a pre-K school and a K through 8, and does have that A+ rating as well. There are 260 students with a student-teacher rating of 8-1. So now Berkeley Hall is a little different. It offers, it's brand new in the past few years, an innovative lab and a what's called STEAM program. The STEAM program is science, technology, engineering, art, and math program. The annual cost here are around just under $38,000 for the K through 8, and for the preschool, just over $27,000. So the K through 8 is just under $38,000, and the preschool is just under $28,000. The starting age for the preschool here is 3 years old, and in the preschool, the student-to-teacher ratio is 9-1. So on the back side, let's go to the Curtis School. This is also a pre-K and a K through 6. They're rated again as an A+ school. There are 486 students here. The student-teacher ratio in the K through 6 is 7-1. And for the pre-K, the student-teacher ratio is 8-1. The starting age here is 4 years old. The annual cost here for both the pre-K and the K through 6 is a little bit over $31,000. Now, in doing some research, I discovered on greatschools.com that just recently there was a change in leadership. So even though it's an A-rated school, you're going to find a few reviews that are less attractive. And this comes from the change in leadership. And like anything, like especially in sports, when you change team members or you change leadership, you're going to have challenges until you can figure out all the nuts and bolts of how to make it all work. So it's still an A-rated school. And like I said, if you check the reviews, you're going to find a little bit of controversy, but it's all because of the change in leadership there. Now let's see if we can see the next one, which is the Milken Community Schools. This is a 6th through 12th grade. They are Jewish schools. They're rated A+ as well. They are, there is about 717 students here. So that makes your student-teacher ratio about 6-to-1. They have been rated number 3 of the 13 best Jewish schools in all of California. Now let me say that again without slurring it. They've been rated number 3 of 13 best Jewish schools in all of California. They're rated number 68 out of 1,053 for the best high schools for their STEM program in California. And they've been rated number 72 of 403 best private high schools in California. So the Milken schools are also an AP school that I was telling you earlier about the advanced placement, that they have special high school courses that help prep you for college. So the tuition here is around $46,500. Again, you can check that on their website or on the 2 websites that you'll see at the end of the video. All right, let's go look at, see what else we have. Let's look at hospitals now. You have right in here, you have the UCLA Medical Center. That's also where the UCLA campus is for the college. So from Brentwood, it's maybe not even 5 minutes. It's on the east side of the 405. And then on the southwest side, if I can find it down here, there's St. John's Medical Plaza. It's probably mostly 10 minutes there. 2 great hospitals that are in the area. Right next to that one's also another extension of the UCLA Medical Center in Santa Monica. All right, so let's go do some distances and some drive times. So here we are in Brentwood. Let's go to downtown LA and Dodger Stadium. Downtown LA is about a little bit over 15 miles. Depending on the time of day to go there, you basically are going to go from here down the 405 to the 10 and then over. You're probably looking a minimum of 22 minutes. If there's an event going on downtown, like a Lakers game, a Dodgers game, any games going on down there, hockey, you're probably looking at an hour's drive, a minimum of an hour's drive each way. All right, so let's go and clear that out. And let's go look again from Brentwood to LAX. Here we go. And you just jump on the 405 there, come straight down the 405, jump off to go to LAX. It's anywhere between 11 and 12 miles. You're going to take about 20 minutes to get there. If you're going in the evening, anywhere starting around 3 o'clock, you better leave a good 45 minutes ahead of time. 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock is the 405. Gets a little nasty. So there you are into LAX. Let's go to the beach. Here's your beaches: Santa Monica Beach, Venice Beach, Playa del Rey, Marina del Rey beaches. What can I say? 4 to 6 miles. It's not going to take you not even 15 minutes to get there. You can actually ride your bicycle straight down Wilshire Boulevard, San Vicente, and get to the beach. A lot of people bike. There are a lot of great bike lanes here also as well on the west side. Now, as I told you earlier, the Getty Villa over here in the Palisades is part of the actual Getty. It's about 8 to 10 miles. You're probably going to go about a 25-mile drive to Getty Villa. You can make reservations in there. It's got a little amphitheater. It's got a museum inside, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can eat, like I said, eat there as well. Another place people like to go see from Brentwood to the Will Rogers State Historic Park. This is where Will Rogers had his final home. His family lived. There's a polo field there where they have polo matches on weekends. The movie Pretty Woman, they filmed here at the Polo Park. There are a lot of hiking trails there. There are a lot of mountain biking trails. It's anywhere from moderate to hard. Animals are allowed. There's a lot of events. They have a huge, massive lawn out there, so there's a lot of events there as well. So again, you're barely talking maybe even 10 minutes to get there. Let's take Brentwood and go to the Griffith Park. Up here you have the Observatory, which is, all about the stars and the skies. You have a huge park to hike in. I was there a couple weeks ago in the old LA Zoo. The LA Zoo is up there as well, but the old LA Zoo, I did a hike up there, and it was a couple hours. It was about 6 miles, so it was really nice. It was a beautiful day out. It can get very busy up there because a lot of people love coming out during the weekend. You can drive through town. Most people will go up the 405 here and then go straight across. It's about 23 miles, so on the weekend you're looking about 40 minutes. And again, like I said, there's a lot of activities going there, so a lot of people love to hang out there on the weekends. Then let's go from Brentwood to, where are we? The LACMA, the LA County Museum. And it is over in this area. LA County Museum. You've got different museums here. You've got Museum of Dream Space, the Holocaust Museum, Museum of Selfies. That's not LACMA. LACMA's down over here. They call it LACMA. It's LA County Museum. It's about 10 miles. Take you about 25 minutes to get there, but once you're at the LA County Museum, you can go to all these other museums that you can see over here. So that's it for our top things to do in Brentwood, our schools, drive time and distances to various local destinations there in Los Angeles. So if you hang on, the next slide will give you the website addresses for, as I said, greatschools.com, niche.com, and I hope you have a great, fabulous day.